Guys, I'm here again. Today we're gonna work with something different, uh, working more in the conditionals. Let's suppose that we have a main program, a main function, sorry, that depending on different values, uh, you will display if a person that is a candidate in a contest could get in or not. So this main function use the get message function to display that message. Yes or no message. So the get message function will have three parameters. The gender, if it is a female or a male, the height of the person, okay, and the weight, okay, three different values. So our work is to fill in this function I just defined up here. Okay, so once we understand the problem, we gotta write the get message function to get a message. It doesn't display because I'm displaying here in the main. Okay, this is the cout to display the get message value. So uh, here we have the get message. So the get message is a function that gets the message for the contest candidate. Uh, it depends on the gender, the height, and the weight to get a message. So if the gender is F for female, and if the height is bigger than 170, and the weight is smaller or equal than 65, then that female will get into the contest. But if it is a male and his height is bigger than 180 and his weight is smaller than or equal 75, it will get into the message. I mean, into the contest. So the message will be yes. Otherwise means another option. I mean, like for example, a female that is not that height or is not that weight. Okay, something like that. Any combination of different options. So our parameters are the gender, cisgender, the weight, the height, and the weight. We have three different parameters, okay? So here you have the string message, string get message with these three parameters. So our work is check for female, okay? So if the first thing is the gender, so my gender should be equals. Don't forget, anytime you compare something to be equals to something, that has to be two equal signs, not only one. Okay, be careful because C++ doesn't check if it is only one or two. If it is one, it assigns. If it is two, it compares. Okay, be careful. So I put the F for female. The and is ampersand ampersand. Okay, I will explain that later. So you gotta use two ampersands symbols, and then the other condition that has to be the height to be greater than 170, and another and for the weight. Okay, and the weight should be smaller or equal 65. If that is true, don't forget to open the curly brackets because our convention. Then the message, actually I didn't define a string message, a string variable, so I gotta define that here. A string s message, okay. I define that to store the message. Now I defined the variable, I may use it as message equals yes. Okay. Else, I will use the else if option. Okay. And I will copy. So lazy I am. So I will copy and paste and I will change. In this case, I gotta check if it is a male, if the height is bigger than 180, and the weight is smaller than or equal 75. So here you will use an M. Don't forget, if you're comparing with a character, that has to be only one apostrophe here and a one here, okay? And for this one will be more than 180, and the height should be 75, smaller than or equal 75. So using the curly brackets, I will get another yes. So that will be yes, yes, okay? And what has to be next? Well, if this is not true, then you go into this else if. If this is not true, then you get into this else option. Else means no one was true. Okay, so I will say no. See something. Here you have a string. Here you have a character. So see the difference. A apostrophe here, it means it's only one character, but you use quotations here, so it's for a string. It's different. Okay, be careful. So once you have this function, let me check if it compiles well. Yeah, it did. Okay, I execute, and oh my god, I have an abortion here. Something was wrong. So yeah, something was wrong, very wrong. What did I miss? Well, you have a string function, you define a string variable, you store the value, but guess what? I didn't return my my message. You gotta be careful, guys. I had that I had that mistake, and you could have these mistakes. So don't forget, once anytime you want to define this function, this string function, a good recommendation is a good habit is defining a string variable to get that return value. Assign the return value. It depends on the condition, and then return that value. Okay, so if I compile, yeah, it compiles. Then if I execute it, it means yes. And it was yes because of these values. So if, let's suppose that I have I don't know, 95, uh, I compile again, and I execute that again, and it is no. So see something, whenever you want to test a function, like in this case, I want to write a function to do something, okay, you don't have to get like a function to get a value, another function to get a value. You can just uh, display the function, the use of the function with this with the constant values as parameters. You know what I mean? Like instead of having a variable and get a value from the user and then assign that here, another variable to get the height and another variable to get the weight. That's it. So it is an easier way to test a function. So whenever you have that I don't know, like task, write a function, just check the function in the main. So the and works in the way that if it is true, this one, and this is true, and this is true, so the whole condition will be true, then you get into this if, and you skip all these options. If this is not true, then you get into this if and check if this is true and this is true and this is true. So if everything is true on this, if every condition is true, then you have this and you skip this one. But if none of these ones was true, then you get into this and you have a no. Okay? I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. Next tutorial we will work more on the these logical operators, the not, the or and the not. Okay, the and, the or, and the not in the next tutorial. See you guys.